Hello everyone, how is everyone doing today, and welcome to today's video. We're going to be basically showing you Active Sky Next 2016, which my personal opinion is the best FSX and P3D weather engine for any of these simulators really. It's really good, and we're going to go and have a little look into why it's so good. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you are new around here, make sure you hit that thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button, and turn on that little notification bell to get notified when I do upload. And yeah, keep in tune with me and join me on this journey to hit like 1,500 subscribers. We're nearly there. We can do it. I think we need like 25 more people. Not far away at all. But anyway, let's get straight into the video. So we're going to be basically having a little look at the user interface of the program itself, which is just here, and then we'll be showing what it kind of looks like in Flight Simulator itself when it kind of updates the weather and tracks your aircraft. So this is going to be a quick overview. I'm not going to go like massively into detail. I just generally think this is the best weather add-on for FSX and P3D. And I'm sure you guys probably will the same if anyone else has used this in combination with Real Environment Extreme. Works really well because it gets nice detail and stuff. But this is really good. So anyway, you got your little home bit here, which is this bit, and it tells you their like favourite metars. Even though I don't usually use these metars, it's usually like Heathrow, and that's pretty much. But these are the favourite ones I'm guessing they've selected. And then you get the news of what's going on, and then if there's any hurricanes or storms around, it tells you here as well, which is sick. I also do really apologise if you can hear my dog in the background. He is barking like a madman, and I cannot help it. He's in his crate at the moment. If I let him out, he just goes ape crazy and just goes and eats everything. So he's in there because he needs to behave for the time being anyway while I'm making this video. Let's have a look at the weather controls. So live weather is active. Basically means that when you're flying in Flight Simulator, it's using real world generated weather that it injects into the sim, and then you use all of that like real hurricanes and stuff. I made a video once when Hurricane Irma was around, and I decided to fly a Boeing 787 Dreamliner into the middle of it. Yeah, safe to say it didn't do too well. The video done well, but the plane didn't do too well. You can choose historical weather, so you can go and choose what you want from past times, or you can customize the weather to what you want, just like you do in Flight Sim. Let's have a look at the map. Obviously, it tells you all the stuff. So we're near Gatwick here. It tells you all the different information about it. Obviously, you've got all the visibility settings. You can choose what you want down here, like airport stations, precipitation, clouds, traffic. So when you're in the sim, you've got like AI traffic inbound on it, or running around on it, flying around. Spit your words out, James. And yeah, basically you see it all on here. and you'll see your own aircraft on here as well, which is nice. But yeah, you can kind of change like over the time being. So like in 8 hours time, that's what it's predicting it to look like. So like, nice bit of rain, nice cloud cover. I don't know whether that's snow or not, maybe. But yeah, it basically just tells you what's going on, like low visibility and stuff like that, and rain clouds. And anyone that can read these things, yeah. I'm not a massive weather reader myself. But anyway, let's move on to the conditions. So if you want to find out what the conditions are at an airport that you're flying to or flying out of, let's just use Heathrow, for example. EGLL tells you all the different conditions. So it's local time, when it was last updated. So it was updated just under an hour ago. So they'll probably update that soon as well. And then it tells you all the like wind direction, the wind speed at certain altitudes, the temperature. So the temperature is like 2 degrees at 3,000 feet. It's not much difference to what it is on the ground, to be fair. 7 degrees on the ground. Tells you the visibility, 10 plus miles, dew point, surface winds, pressure, and then it tells you all the nice stuff that you might need to know about down here. But you can also go to flight plan. So you can make your own flight plan on here, and then you can load it. Well, I think you can load it on Flight Sim and then load it into here, or you can create your own one, save it, make all the different things. So if you want to make one here, let's just say departure EGLL and on a cruise altitude of say 36,000 on a LEPA, Mallorca or somewhere like that. And then you can put your climb rating and stuff, and you go select auto routing, direct GPS VOR and NDB, and then it will generate your route here. You can save that, inject it into Flight Sim, and then use that route when you're flying somewhere. yeah, that is pretty much what the flight plan does. Doesn't do too much else. So let's go and take a look at briefing. Briefing will give you a concise weather briefing, as it tells you on here, giving you like updates of like calculated flying altitude and stuff like that, and detailed weather briefings of, you know, where you're going. So, you know, this is the briefing from the flight plan, and then you can use all this information to wherever you kind of need it to be. I don't pay too much attention to this, or don't really use it. I pretty much just use Professional Flight Planner X. Scenarios, so you can do your own scenarios. I think you can start scenarios like gusting winds, microbursts. Microbursts are not fun. I'd done a live stream once in a 787 Dreamliner, and I don't know why we were coming into Luton. I think we were coming for an emergency landing of some sort, and we were running out of fuel. But I was coming into land, and obviously Luton's like runways like on the verge of a hill, and I thought it'd be a great idea to just, you know, I couldn't see anything. It was really foggy. It was real world conditions, and all of a sudden, I got this microburst that just plummeted the plane straight into the ground. I was like, and it crashed straight into the hill. Well, I couldn't really see anything, so luckily it wasn't in real life. But yeah, you can do all this sort of stuff, wake turbulence, you know, all the sort of usual things. But it tells you all the sort of stuff that you want. Additional resources, crash region, John F. Kennedy, descend goal and land. Yeah, basically it just tells you what you need to do. So, interesting. I never really knew too much about that, to be honest. You can search for any type of weather conditions you want, and it'll show you where they are, and then you can go fly in there. So, you know, if you're looking for a thunderstorm, let's just say rain, visibility, let's put less than 1, wind speed, significant. And there's only 1, so wherever that is, I don't know where it is, but there's a storm there somewhere. But yeah, let's have a look at X gauge and the options you get. So there's some really cool options. I think the main one for me is the is it the cloud options? Cloud motion effect. Yeah, 100%. It looks awesome. Like it kind of blows against the windshield of on your aircraft. It looks awesome. But yeah, you can pretty much mess around with all this sort of stuff. Like, it's not stuff I really need to be showing you when you have the app. When you have the add-on, you're going to be using it. Sorry for the dog again. And yeah, obviously you get all the different effects and stuff you can use as well, like interlayer wind, interpolation, enhanced turbulence. The enhanced turbulence is quite funny. Set to true to enhanced turbulence experience may lead to altered aircraft handling feeling in some cases. I didn't realise that wasn't on. That's now enabled. Wake turbulence strength, you can choose that. So if you go behind an aircraft and it takes off that's bigger than you, you are probably going to feel that a bit more. But yeah, it's just set to 50 on mine, which is default value. And obviously this can all change around whenever you need it to. But X gauge is a nice little app. So what this basically does is it installs like a weather engine thing, gauge into your aircraft that you can use while you're flying, which is pretty nice to use. Except I found that it struggles to sometimes install onto certain add-ons, which is fine. You know, some add-ons just don't want to work well with it. Obviously, you got your logs, and you can just choose where you want to go. And then obviously you got the debug. I don't know what this even does. Other wind effects. I have no idea what this does. I've never used it. So, oh, you can create wake turbulence. Oh, cool. Other wind shear. So I'm guessing you can do that while you're playing, or not playing, flying. Obviously you got your database. This is with all the different airports it's got on there, like every single one, all the main ones it needs. Pirate ports. It's not going to let me click that, but okay, it's decided to freeze. Well, I just want to do that anyway. But that's pretty much the app. So let's go and take a look at what it's like in the simulator. Shall we go and fly into that storm? I think it'd be quite amusing to go and fly into that storm. Let's do it. Let's go and we'll take a little Learjet. We like the Learjets, it's cool. Oh, search, there we go. That is the only one, so where's that? Nuva Chaitin, or wherever the hell that is. That's where we're going. Let's just start on the active runway, wherever it is. I bet it's in the absolute middle of nowhere. That doesn't matter because that's all done for us. Let's fly now. Let's see what it does. Let's go. See what it's going to do for us today. I think it'll be quite interesting. Interesting to see how it all works. Loading quite quickly, which is nice. There we go, look. So weather engine's kicked in now. We don't need FS Stream Team right now, but we will update that later on. Addon Manager, yeah, we'll update that later on. Oh, go away. We'll ignore that upgrade for the minute. Can't look around. Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm using chase plane. I need to disable that. But anyway, my controls will still work, so we'll go and fly into the storm. Are you ready? Oh wait. Let's set the flaps first. Look around a little bit. Let's just go to normal cockpit mode. Oh, I didn't like that. Right, anyway. Altimeter set wrong, but yeah, this is what it's like in the sim when active sky gets going. So obviously there's a storm currently, so I'll power up a little bit. I have no idea how long this runway is. It's really smooth, to be honest. It's running really smoothly. I don't know how well this will get picked up in the screen recording, because we're not doing a game screen recording. It's just a stream recording. Screen recording, not a game one. Yeah. I can't actually see the speed. Let's do it. There we go. We'll get off the ground like that. Wow, that was a nice takeoff. But as you can see, you literally can't see anything. It's just completely mad. To be honest, I can't actually. Oh god. Let's try and level it out a little bit. It's so disorientating. So we're still like that. We'll climb out and see what the kind of cloud base is. That wind's at 15 knots at the moment, so it's not too bad, but it's just a visibility. You can't see anything. Literally, there's nothing here. It's just being a bit weird. It's flickering with the screen recording, which isn't fun. Let's just see if we can get up and out of here. I know we're cruising at quite a high speed, but we're going to get out of this mess. There we go. I think we're coming out of the clouds near enough. I saw a light change. What is up with the engines? What? Okay, well, the engines just randomly decided to stop, but we're out of the clouds somewhere else now, so either the weather's changed, but that was really strange. The engines just dropped off. I think either maybe we were just at 2. I couldn't even see this the altimeter. We were probably climbing at a stupidly excessive rate. I'm not really like concentrating too much on the actual aircraft dynamics. I'm more concentrating on the fact that we're flying into a cloud. But yeah, obviously you can tell active sky is really, really good in terms of the way that it has the weather dynamics and the way that it updates the weather. I really wish I didn't have chase plane running right now. I think I'm going to quickly disable it. Let me just disable chase plane. Cool. Yes. So look at that turbulence. It's just weird. It just like chucks you around. Oh, we're flying. We're getting chucked around pretty madly, but weird, man. But yeah, that is literally what the weather is like in active sky when you're using it. Really nice cloud cover. Obviously, we flew out the storm, and now we're going to fly back into the storm. If he wants to accept us. But it does add a really nice realistic effect to your sim, and I'd highly advise you getting it if you do have the money to get it. It's like £30, really, really good add-on. So I'm guessing that's like $45, something like that. It's really, really worth it if you can. It's just really, really nice immersion, especially if you do pair it with Real Environment Extreme. But even without Real Environment Extreme, it still works really, really well. And there you go. Now you've got the going through the cloud effect where you are literally blinded. The clouds don't just split; they like you kind of go through the cloud like you would in a real plane, which is really, really cool. So yeah, let's. Now we're out of the clouds. We've climbed out of it. Chase plane, because chase plane's now not on. It stops it from flickering, which is nice. And Discord's going off a bit mental. Let's go on a spot view and have a look. Look at the immersion of that cloud cover. It looks awesome, even though we're using a rubbish like little Learjet standard one, but it does look really, really nice. And I'd highly advise anyone getting this add-on. But yeah, let's end that there. That is the flight ended. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope it was informative and educative for you, and slightly entertaining. So yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed it. And if you did, make sure you leave a nice big like. It always helps out the channel. And if you are new around here, make sure you do hit that subscribe button to catch up with more content that we produce on the channel, and more flight simulation content as well. And make sure you click that little bell, as it does remind you when I do go live or when I do post a new video. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you have enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.